Hi guys, it's Elena and I'm enchanted to have you here on my channel. Welcome if you're here for the first time. Hello if you're here again. I'm glad to have you here. So let's talk about today's video. Today's video is going to be on my healthy habits series and how kind of poorly time management wise I do them, but I suppose it just depends on how I'm working through these habits, so I don't know. I try to keep them to be about a month length, but a couple of them end up being longer. So here is this next one. I have done a lot better than the first time I tried these 3 habits. If you haven't seen my failure video, I'm gonna link it up top there somewhere, but that time it was pretty bad. This time around, I think I did a pretty good job. For the most part. There's definitely room for improvement, always room for improvement, but I did way better than the first time I tried these 3 habits. So the 3 habits that I'm talking about is creating a meal plan and sticking to it, counting my calories, and going out less to eat. So meal plan and sticking to it, done a pretty good job. Counting calories, going out to eat less, definitely. We're not just me and my husband are definitely going out to eat about 50% less than what we usually do. So that is a huge success. So let's talk about meal planning. I ended up kind of doing prepping for different times of the day in a different way, if that kind of makes sense. Let me explain. So for breakfast, we usually end up having quick breakfast, either like an oatmeal, smoothie, a yogurt, something light, something quick, something that I don't have to cook. On the weekends when we're home, I do end up making something a little bit more fancy, like an omelet or doing crepes or things like that. But for the most part, it's like a quick and easy and kind of sort of healthy breakfast. So I didn't end up planning, well, how do I put it? I didn't end up prepping anything for the breakfast. I just ended up planning, that way we know what to eat and kind of like what we already have in the fridge. For lunches, I ended up pre-packaging the lunches for the week. Sometimes I ended up doing like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then on Wednesday I will do Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sometimes I end up doing it for the whole week. Sometimes I end up doing just a couple days because I know in the dinners we're gonna have a lot of leftovers. So I ended up kind of seeing how it goes from our week to week and how I'm gonna be planning those lunches. For the dinners, oh, that's my favorite. I'm the type of person that really does not like leftovers. Like, it has to be a certain type of food for me to eat as a leftover. So I can't really make a huge, pot of something and have it for the rest of the week. First of all, I get bored with food really easily. Second of all, I just kind of get that like ugh factor. I don't know. If you're the same, comment down below. I don't know if I'm the only one. My husband, on the other hand, like literally, he will eat anything and everything, and it is the easiest to meal plan for him. As long as it has meat in it. If it has meat in it, he'll be fine. So what I ended up doing is kind of creating my own meal boxes. These boxes I would prep for the day that we're having dinners. So I end up prepping all the food. It's not cooked food. It is the ingredients prepped to cook that food, if that makes sense. Check this out. Monday, I'm gonna have asparagus soup. Tuesday, it's gonna be salmon and salad. Wednesday, it's gonna be lemon salmon and wild rice. Thursday, it's gonna be a spinach frittata. And Friday, I'm gonna have mashed potatoes with grilled chicken. Bam! Meal prep awesomeness! It's like, for instance, if I'm having soup, I'm gonna end up cutting up all the vegetables, all the stuff, getting all that stock. So that time when it comes to dinner time, I literally just pull that box out of my fridge and everything I need is in there, and it's the easiest thing. So I know there's like these subscriptions that you can get, like these meal boxes come to your door and they already have a recipe ready, they have all the ingredients ready for you, and you just pretty much cook what's in store in that box. If that's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Am I explaining this correctly? Give it a like if you know what I'm talking about. So I ended up doing that for dinners, and I got those boxes off of Amazon. I can put the links down below. They're not really dishwasher safe, like they're top rack dishwasher safe. I ended up putting it on the bottom rack and it melted and warped. So be careful with the temperature. If you're gonna wash them in the dishwasher, wash it on the cold temperature, I suppose, if your dishwasher does that. But that was kind of my meal planning, and I think I did a pretty good job. I haven't done it for all of the weeks of the month. I think I've done maybe 75% of it, which is definitely a big thumbs up for me, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And I have a plan of making a couple videos on my meal prepping. If you're interested in that, let me know down below. That way maybe we could do like a cook with me or like a prep with me. I don't know. Meal prepping Mondays? Maybe. Issy would like to say hello to all of you. Okay, she's quiet. So that was that for my meal planning, meal prepping. For my calories, when I do the prepping, it's a little bit easier to count the calories versus when I don't do the prepping, because I kind of have stuff measured out, know the servings, know what I'm doing, so it's a little bit easier that way. And then the only thing is that I actually have to, you know, like put it in and count them up. So for my next month, whatever, I'm gonna keep all these 3 habits up, and in my planner I ended up putting stickers of calories so I can just write it in of how many calories that I've had for that day. Not only put it into my phone, but also put it into my planner so I can see it more often. So hopefully that habit will improve. And not going out to eat, that's kind of like self-explanatory, I suppose. I did have a relative visit, so ended up going out to eat with them a little bit more frequently than we would have normally, just to kind of like show them around and stuff like that. But we're definitely going out to eat a lot less. I'd like to reduce it even more, but there was a time where we were redoing the counter and kitchen was kind of a mess. Everything was kind of a mess. We were tired. My puppy was still learning to not bark as much, so the house was kind of noisy. If she wanted attention, she'd come up and bark at you. We fixed it. I think I fixed that. And we ended up just literally going to McDonald's so we can sit in the car in peace and quiet. And we were just sitting in our car eating McDonald's on our phones for like a good half hour just so that we wouldn't have to be home. But other than that, everything is going well. So this is my healthy habits results, kind of, sort of. I think I'm gonna start giving myself a letter grade, and I would give this result maybe a C+. Yeah, I think this is definitely a C+. So now I'm gonna continue on with my previous habits, add these on, and I'm gonna plan on adding on a couple more habits. So stay tuned, subscribe if you wanna see or hear or know more about these healthy habits that I'm trying to work on, I guess that's the word. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!